आमी आतां सांतिस्त्यां आयल्या आयज सांतिस्त्यान आमी पावल्या फादर बिस्माकाच्या 10th एनिवर्सरीच्या सिमिट्रीक ताका ऑनर दिवपाक आनी आयज आमी तेजे एक फेवरेट प्लेसीर पावल्या ते आमी तुमकां दाखोवंक सोदता वायची वाट म्हणून ह्या जाग्यार तो सदां वॉकिंग करतालो वेन ही इज टू इन द इवनिंग्स इज टू वॉक आनी तो ह्या जाग्यार पावता पावता तो ह्या बॉल्कांक हे बांदला फकत ते बसपाक लागून एक कम्युनिटीक एक एकठांय दवरपाक तेणें हो जागो तेणी बांदला आनी तो हिंगा येवन तो आपूण सद्दां चलोन हिंगा तोखतालो आनी हिंगा बसतालो म्हणून अशें आयकोन येयलां आमकां आनी आमकां दिसता एक ह्या जाग्यार एक बरी एक इंटरव्यू करपाक म्हणून आमी एक मिस्टर परंजॉय थाकुर्ता तेका मेळपाक येयल्या आनी आमी तेजो इंटरव्यू आतां फुडें लायता मातशें पळया. Thank you for joining us today, and today we have a special program because we are meeting a special person who is in the field of journalism. He has contributed so much immensely, and Mr. Paranjoy Guha Thakurta.
That's correct.
Thank you so much, sir.
D'Souza, my pleasure being on your YouTube channel.
Thank you so much. So before I tell about you, I just want to know people to know why we are sitting here today, and where we are sitting today here.
I'm here in Goa because in the evening at 6:30 p.m. sharp at the Braganza
Menezes
Braganza Hall in Paranjoy,
Paranjoy.
I will be delivering a talk as a speaker on the occasion of the 10th year of the martyrdom of Father Bismarck. Father Bismarck was an amazing person. He paid the ultimate price anybody could pay. He paid with his life because he opposed the mafia gangs who were looting the resources that belonged to the people.
True.
And he had to pay a high price. He had to pay the ultimate price. And I'm thankful to Sudeep Dalvi and others who have organized this program and brought me all the way from Gurgaon in the National Capital Region to speak here on the occasion.
Right, talking of Gurgaon and in the north, in Delhi, around Delhi, it's Paranjoy online is the channel that you can reach to him. But mostly he has been in the field for a long time and worked for various capacities.
Let me introduce myself for the benefit of the viewers. I'm 70 years old.
70?
Yeah, like
so you don't look 70 at all. Like my age.
Your father's age. Okay. And I've been a journalist for the last 48 years. I've also been a documentary filmmaker and I've also made music videos. And I work in different languages. My mother tongue is Bengali. I also work in Hindi and English. So I have been writing, I speak, I do work in the audiovisual medium. So I made over 25 documentary films. My most recent one is on the election in Bihar, which is ongoing. I've also made 13 actually music videos to reach out to young people where we communicate through song and music, messages that are political messages. So this is essentially what I do. I'm also a publisher and an author. I have published more than 40 books. I've written or co-authored 10 books, and I am an occasional teacher. So essentially my work cuts across the written word, the spoken word, and the audiovisual medium.
So much of knowledge, and we're actually honored him sitting next to me. Well, we do, our journey just started, and your blessings will do, sir, here.
I hope your YouTube channel does well. If you do work honestly, sincerely, and try and reach out to large numbers of people.
That's what we aim at. But you spoke about documentaries that you make, and the recent one you spoke about your Bihar elections documentary. How did it come about? Because the Bihar elections is one of the very important elections where you have varied kind of populations, right from well-educated IS officers to villages which there are no roads. There are people who do not have land because land has been gone in the floods and all this thing. When you do documentary of such, what is your idea behind reaching? How do you get the sense of the people?
Okay. As I say, it's not just through documentary films, it's also through music videos.
Yeah.
Earlier, I'd made a documentary film on Maharashtra.
Okay.
Now, Maharashtra is the second largest state in India. And 8 months after the elections were over in November of 2024, people woke up and realized that there were 40 lakh, 4 million new voters that had been added to the electoral rolls, to the voter rolls. I mean, I asked this question to the Chief Election Commissioner and he didn't have any answer. I said, for the first time in the history of this country and the history of Maharashtra, there are more registered voters than the number of people who are eligible to vote. That is, people who are above the age of 18.
Right.
So it's called Maharashtra Manipulated. It's in Hindi and English and also in Marathi. Then I realized that what was happening in Bihar were very, very significant because the same sort of manipulation was taking place, except in Maharashtra, 40 lakh new voters had been added. In Bihar, the Election Commission of India had removed the name of 65 lakh voters in the name of a SIR or the Special Intensive Revision.
Right.
There was a hue and cry, there was a lot of shouting, people went to the Supreme Court, people said people who are dead, their names are missing, and people who are alive, they have been declared dead. So there was a lot of screaming and shouting as to who is the real citizen and who is eligible to vote. After a lot of that, there were several names that were restored. But even now, and as we are talking, on the morning of today is the 6th of November 2025, and the first round of voting in Bihar is taking place. From the voter rolls, 47 lakh names are not there. So I felt this was important to talk because voting is a fundamental right of every citizen.
And these 47 lakh exist.
Their names were there in January and their names are not there in September. That's a fact. Whatever be the reasons, but I'm saying, what was the voter roll in January of 2025? And what is the voter roll now? First, it was 65 lakh names were removed. And now, when you take net additions, then people whose names have been added and deducted,
Right.
it's around 47 lakh, roughly speaking. Now, I think it's very important to look at Bihar because Bihar is the Hindi heartland. It is the state where Buddhism came. It is the state of Nalanda, which is where higher education started. This is the state from where Mahatma Gandhi launched from Champaran a movement to make this country independent of British rule.
Right.
This is the same state from where Jayaprakash Narayan launched his movement against the emergency in the 70s. So Bihar is very important and very difficult to predict.
Yeah.
The two coalitions 5 years ago in 2020, their difference in their vote share was just barely 0.5%. I mean, if you look at the entire state, 12,000 voters here or there could have made all the difference. So that is why I will urge your voters, I will urge your viewers, I beg your pardon, please have a look at this music video. You will get it at Paranjoy, Paranjoy online. It is called Bihar Ki Ranbhoomi, Battleground Bihar. And we have a music video which is called Gayab or Missing. Please have a look at them and share it with those who might be interested.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say is that given a situation where the electoral contest is so close, when you remove the names of people, such lakhs and lakhs of people from the voter rolls, when you have new players, then it is very, very difficult to predict the outcome.
True. You spoke about SIR. In Goa, we are just starting this.
It's going to happen all over India.
All over India. But ideally, this was supposed to be a random thing over the years. But
Naresh, nobody's saying that you don't need to clean up your electoral rolls.
True.
But look at the way it has been done.
Right. No, and the timing is what my question was.
Absolutely.
So Goa elections are coming up in around a year and a half now, maybe even less now. And with SIR, I'm sure it will take us 6 months to a year to really get the real new voter list, right? And once people have that, then people will look at whether their names are taken off or it's still there, and it all depends on how the survey is done. So do you think this SIR should be actually positioned somewhere in mid of the term?
Okay. Firstly, nobody has any disagreement that your electoral rolls should be clean.
Yeah.
That genuine voters, their names should be there. Those who are dead, those who are not, or duplicate
Which
voters
happens
often
every now and then.
would happen.
Yeah.
Now you have to have clean. But look at the way you're doing it. Look what happened in Bihar. On the 24th of June, you suddenly announced it. And then said, let's complete the process in 1 month. Then people screamed and shouted, and there was a hue and cry. Then they extended that period.
Yeah.
Then he said it had happened earlier. I asked again this question to Mr. Ganesh Kumar, the Chief Election Commissioner, and I said, what was the hurry? This is the monsoon period, there are floods over there, as you pointed out. And when a similar exercise had taken place 22, 23 years ago, they took their time, so I think the unseemly haste with which the Election Commission of India, which is supposed to be a constitutional body, which is supposed to be actually above the government, it is supposed to protect the rights of every citizen. I think they have played a partisan role, and they have not played a role which a constitutional authority should be. It should have been free, fair, and autonomous. Instead, the Election Commission of India is being accused of being partisan and trying to favor the incumbent regime. So all I can say is civil society, and through your channel others, should say, you want to do an SIR, fine, but do it in a proper manner. You have enough time. Don't rush through it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right. You spoke about free and fair elections, and you spoke about how the current election commissioner itself has been questioned by previous commissioner, the way it is dealt with different issues, the way he responded to the leader of opposition of the Lok Sabha. Do you think now is a time for the government to prove that they are fair by at least reviewing the Indian's election commission office?
Look, I do not know whether this will happen. Not very long ago, the way the election commissioners were selected, there was a 3-member body. You had 3 persons. You had the Prime Minister, you had the leader of the opposition, and you had the Chief Justice of India, or their nominees. Now, the rules have been changed. So now you need the government's nominee, which is the Home Minister, and you have the leader of the opposition. So the opposition will never have a say in the selection of the election commissioners, who then go on to become one of them,
Right.
depending on their. It's a chronological process. They become the Chief Election Commissioner. I dare say that the last few Chief Election Commissioners, notably the last 2, Mr. Rajiv Kumar and Mr. Ganesh Kumar, they do not have the status that they are the status that Mr. T.N. Seshan had, that Mr. J.M. Lingdo had, that Mr. S.Y. Qureshi had, among others. So I think the credibility of the Election Commission of India has taken a huge battering. And this is something they will not admit, but independent surveys, including surveys that have been done by the Center for the Study of Developing Society, CSDS, all show that the faith of ordinary people in this body, in this constitutional body, has eroded drastically. So, it's not, if you have the body which is supposed to conduct elections not being seen to be independent, fair, and autonomous, then down the line, people do not act in a fair and independent manner. And there are various ways the election can be manipulated. One of them is deletion of names, adding names. And it's another, maybe on some other occasion we can talk about the way the electronic voting system, the electronic voting machines, the VVPAT or the voter verifiable paper audit trail, the battery, the control unit, all of this has raised several questions. And though the government in power, Mr. Narendra Modi's government that has been in power for 11 years, will not acknowledge this and saying that when the opposition wins, they are not complaining. If they lose, it's a case of sour grapes. But I do believe that there are inadequacies in our election system and our voting system that needs to be resolved.
Oh, wonderful. There are so many things that we could go on talking to Mr. Paranjoy, but we have time limit and he also has to go further. So I think so this is on a good note. I think so we have understood how the political system can be influencing the election commission, and we hope things change in the near future and we move to more ballot box where everybody's agreeing on.
The election commission will say you want to move back in time.
Right.
But you look at it, there are so many countries,
Right.
whether it be France, whether it be Germany, whether it be the United States,
Right.
where people have chosen to go back to the paper ballot
Right,
system.
right, right.
Maybe that's one way, but the inadequacies must be addressed. And I do think that we cannot call ourselves a democracy, we cannot call ourselves the world's largest democracy until and unless our election system is not just free of manipulation, free of corruption, but also perceived and seen to be that way.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Paranjoy.
My
for
pleasure,
your
Mr.
time.
Naresh, for
and-
speaking with me.
Absolutely.
And please tell your
It wa-
viewers
it-
to come at 6:30 p.m. today.
They surely will join because they will want to hear more about you. But just to reiterate again, today 6:30 at Menezes Braganza Hall. Couple of friends of Father late Father Misbah have organized this, and I think so you should join because there are a lot of speakers with ultimate knowledge about their subject. I've been speaking on this particular occasion. But thank you so much for joining us today and watching Mr. Paranjoy speak and share his knowledge. Please do share this video and subscribe to our channels and to Sir's channels Paranjoy Online. If you can search on
And
YouTube.
the website is paranjoy.in.
Amazing. So
Thank you.
we'll meet you soon. Thank you for watching Alert Goons. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.